3, moving right along. This is awesome. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then go back on the list of videos and you'll find step 1 and step 2 on our togetherness pursuit of finding and staying in the present moment. So step 3 is really an extension of step 2. And what I would like is for you to continue with step 2 as much as you possibly can, going out and feeling the stillness. Now, if you're unable to move, like let's say you're injured or you're sick at home, then you can still find the stillness in the space that you're in. It's just becoming aware of what is around you. So although nature really helps sort of quicken the connection, you can certainly feel it in the space around you, wherever you happen to be. And that's the kind of beauty of this, and that's kind of the end goal, is that, you know, you don't have to step outside of where you're at in order to achieve this calm feeling that you will feel when you are in nature. So the one thing that I forgot to mention about step 2, when I listed the things that you're not to do while you're walking, so you are not to be conversing with another human being, you're not to be running an errand or, like, you know, walking the dog or going to the store. It's got nothing to do with that. What you're doing is just purely being in the stillness and just being with you. So just really being. Because the other one that I forgot to mention was exercise. You are not briskly walking, and you are not prancercising. You're doing nothing of that sort. You are simply being. You're strolling and feeling and vibing. So step 3 is that, plus a little more contemplation. So a little bit more investigating what it is that you're actually being a part of, first observing and then actually absorbing. And what you are experiencing is this sense of home. And what I mean by that is what the word home is meant to represent, and that is security, safety, comfort, love, unconditional love, where you are able to be exactly who you are without any judgment being held, without anybody telling you that it's wrong or right. It just is. You are just you. And home is absolutely a safe place. And it's something, the feeling that home gives is what we search for in the outside. We search for it in relationships, in actual literal homes, right? In houses, in our jobs. We look for it everywhere outside of ourselves. But the kind of cool thing that you'll come to realize is it's always been inside of you, and you don't need to search for it outside. And when you give yourself these moments of being the tree, at the very least hanging out with an awesome tree, you're going to start to feel that vibe, that calm vibe that this stillness offers you. And we kind of crave it, right? We kind of are searching for it all the time. So that's why we're driven towards camping and cottages and the ocean and nature parks and, you know, that kind of thing that we always look for in a vacation. And now we've kind of labeled it as a vacation, and then we kind of fuck it up because what we're craving is sort of serenity, but we end up making it so that we're more freaked out than we started. You know, like when we go camping, we're like, oh my God, I got to go buy this, I got to buy that, I got to book the site. And at the end of it, it's like, oh my God, I got all the laundry to do, I got to go back to work, I got to, you know, it's like it becomes frantic, and we're back in that spiraling, forever looping, stressy thought process that we were trying to escape in the first place. And my offer to you is that you can actually get into that space of calm and that space of peace of mind without having to travel somewhere, without having to, eventually you'll do this, without having to go to the campsite, to the lake, to sit in that Adirondack chair with your cup of coffee or your glass of wine or your cold beer. You'll be able to get that because it's actually inside of you. It's as nice as those moments are, they're fleeting and not forever, right? I guess that means the same thing, fleeting and not forever. But you creating it within yourself, that is forever. That is your natural state. And we keep trying to get there, but we're kind of going about it the wrong way. So offering these moments for yourself to start looking for it inside of you, and trust me, it's there. You gotta believe me, it's there. Then it doesn't really matter what's going on in your world, because you'll always have this space to go to that is calm and safe and loving. And that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about, what's the vibe that you're feeling? What's the energy that you're feeling when you're doing this walking or sitting by a tree? And why is it so appealing? And recognize that the reason why it's so appealing and the reason why we look for it is because it is our home. It's us. And we all have it. And it sounds so simple. And it is, but it's also really fucking profound. And it's really lost. We gotta find it again. And you can. So give yourself your moments. I want you to continue with step 2. Continue to be that tree. Feel it. Absorb its energy, feel what it's offering you, and then offer it back and have this kind of cool exchange. And even if it's just for a couple of seconds, it's there. And the more you do it, the more you'll be like, oh my God, I'm kind of getting this. This is so cool. This feels so good. And then when it leaves and you start to go in that crazy spin, and we all do it, I fucking do it, trust me, just remind yourself, oh, wait a second, I've got a safe space inside, and I'm gonna start working on that a little bit more. And the more that you think that way, the better your life is gonna feel, and the more you're gonna want to do it. And then it's just this crescendo, is that the right word, of positive thoughts. Instead of being wrapped up in negative, stressy stuff, you start to realize, hey, I don't really have to do that. I have another option. I'm gonna offer myself this, because you want to feel good. You have every right to feel good. You're supposed to feel good, because when you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, everybody wins. Not just you, but everybody in your world, the planet, the universe. We need you. We need you. We need your positive stuff, and it's all deep inside of you. So let's bring it back. All right? Okay, so off you go. Go continue being that tree. And then really think about what it is that you're doing and what you're feeling. Okay? Awesome. All right. I'll catch you later. Maybe under a tree. Who knows? Might see you there.